Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a response to Trollhunters is Dumb and Bad Part 2 by RoboBuddies. It is a 19-minute long video about how Trollhunters is dumb and bad. Before we get into this, she does talk a lot about character designs, and since character designs are not really relevant to the quality of the show, I'm not going to talk about them. So without further ado, let's just jump into it.
When we left off, some guy had died and there's an omelet somewhere.
Wow, I mean, instead of actually summarizing the intro, like, I don't know, Kanjigar the Courageous died because he was trying to prevent Bular from getting the amulet, not omelet. But instead you said, some guy had died and there's an omelet somewhere. Like, what?
We then get introduced to our lead, Steve.
You'll see in the entire video, she calls Jim Lake Jr. Steve. Just Steve. But Steve Palchuk is a character in the show, but no, she just calls him the bully guy. I can't even take her seriously anymore because she's not even getting the names right.
What can be said about his personality? Well, not much. He's clearly a nice enough guy who cares about his mom and just wants to do the right thing, but what protagonist doesn't go by that definition these days?
Here's the thing about Jim Lake Jr.'s character. Most of his character is more explained in the later episodes. Here's the thing about a pilot episode. The pilot episode is there to introduce everything. It is not to make anything complex. That's why Jim's personality seems ordinary when you see the first episode, but it is way more three-dimensional than just he's a nice enough guy who wants to do the right thing.
He seems to want adventure out of life, but when the opportunity presents itself to him, he rejects it outright. That doesn't make any sense to me.
He rejected the amulet because he felt he wasn't worthy to wield it.
What makes things even more confusing is that his main hobby is cooking. I thought his want was for adventure. Typically when a character wants something, their hobby will have something to do with it.
I think that Jim having that specific hobby of cooking makes him more three-dimensional. Because think about it, your hobby doesn't always correlate to your dream in life. It doesn't always correlate. So it makes him more three-dimensional when he is just doing something that he's interested in.
Anyway, so we see Steve get ready for the day by cleaning the house, preparing lunch for his mother, and being a general super nice dude. Although throughout this montage, I couldn't help thinking, if Mom's seriously this swamped, why not just hire a maid?
She clearly, just by seeing that clip, you can tell she clearly did not watch the full season before making this video. His mom literally said, you don't have to take care of me. You don't have to protect me. I protect you. I take care of you. She doesn't ask for Jim to take care of her.
This is a nice house with 2 stories and a basement and this fancy IKEA furniture in a lovely suburban town. I mean, only 2 people live there. What do you even use half these rooms for?
The reason why it's a big house is because of aesthetics. It is designed for a good setting. The reason why they made it so big is to have more room for, like, interesting action later in the show.
Steve meets up with his best friend Tobias, and the show wastes no time letting us know that he is fat and we should find it funny. I don't know when, but at some point, every character designer ever individually came to the conclusion that all fat characters need to be ginger. They also need to be super nerdy and the butt of every joke. But no, see, this character is completely different. Because, see, he has braces.
Toby's character is a lot more three-dimensional when you actually look at the full season. You wouldn't be saying this if you looked at the full season. I mean, literally, his backstory is that his parents died in, I think, a shipwreck, and then his Nana took care of him his whole life, and he never got to know his parents. It's not just he's fat and funny and he has braces. No, there's a lot more to his character than that. If you watch the rest of the season, you wouldn't be saying this.
Oh no, they're late for school. I've never seen this setup before. What an original and completely unused ever setup for the beginning of an episode.
Okay, but it works for the show, so I don't know why you're saying this. It works for Trollhunters. So what's the problem here? Yeah, I guess it is a cliche, but it works. And then her critique of Claire is the worst. She literally only comments on the design. Literally nothing else. It's just baffling to me. Why are you even talking about the character designs? Like, that doesn't affect the quality of the show. That doesn't affect the characters' personalities. It doesn't affect the story. It doesn't affect anything else.
This is the most baffling outfit I've ever seen. What is up with this school? There's like 5 students total.
That's not true. There's like so many more students. Again, if you saw the full season, you would know that.
So yeah, there's a bully character and no one cares.
I will agree with you that Steve's character, like Steve Palchuk, the bully's character, not Steve in your vision as Jim, I will agree that Steve's character is a little bland in the first season. But of course, this came out before season 2 and 3 and 3 Below and all that stuff, before Steve's character actually became good. So yeah, I will agree with you there that Steve's character isn't very great in this season. It's just a bland bully character in this season. But later on, in like season 2 and 3, he becomes a lot better, and he actually became my favorite character in the show.
Usually in a pilot episode, there's, action.
That's not necessarily true. A pilot episode does not need to have action in order for it to be good. It's not made to excite the viewer, it's made to intrigue the viewer to watch more. And since it's on Netflix, Trollhunters is designed to be like a movie. It is designed to be bingeable. So it would be perfectly understandable for them to leave the action to the later episodes and just have the pilot episodes focus on character introduction, exposition, and all that.
What the heck? Does Steve go to some sort of rich kid's private school or something? What teacher has an office this nice?
It's a TV show, and they made the office this nice to have a good setting.
Because who needs logic and reasonability when we can have generic story beats?
Because who needs logic and reason? We can just have generic story beats. That's what you sound like. Your voice is so annoying. No, not your actual voice, your exaggerated voice for the video. It's so annoying.
He works with the evil dude from the opening, which just makes me wonder why evil dude couldn't call him and be like, yo, I beat Hero Guy, but the amulet's in the sunlight. Can you come over and grab it for me?
Because Bular doesn't have a phone? Are you being serious? Sounds like you're being serious, but doesn't really make sense. I don't get it. So I have a huge problem with this clip. Just watch.
For the glory of Merlin.
Wait, hold on. Merlin? 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 What in the heck does Merlin have to do with any of this? You can't just insert something like this and then never explain it. The only way this could be more jarring would be if he said, by the power of Gandalf.
She describes Merlin being in the show as some, like, illogical, nonsensical thing, but Merlin is, like, in so many shows and movies. Plus, having Merlin in Trollhunters works. It just works. There's nothing wrong with having Merlin in the show. Nothing.
So as we begin to enter part 2, is there something you've noticed about this 2-part pilot? How about the fact that it has no plot?
How? How does it have no plot? Is it because it doesn't have action? Is that it? Is that the only way that a show can have plot? Is if it has action? I don't think that's how a show works. That's not how stories work.
I literally cannot describe the plot of this episode without just listing the sequence of events.
Wait, play that again?
I literally cannot describe the plot of this episode without just listing the sequence of events.
Wait, play that one more time.
I literally cannot describe the plot of this episode without just listing the sequence of events.
She literally just said the definition of a plot. A sequence of events. That is what a plot is.
The troll friends show up to deliver some more exposition, and oh look, that's neat. You can see their reflection in the mirror. This mirror right here is the most interesting thing in this whole show so far.
I've done some stuff inside Blender, 3D work, and I can definitely say that making a reflection is not hard.
They arrive at this lovely matte painting and episode's over.
Wow, she didn't even mention, how beautiful Hearthstone Troll Market is. Nothing like that. No, she just says, episode's over. Man, Troll Market is such a beautiful place. And the fact that she didn't even give that credit, disappointed in you, Robo Buddies or Red Van Buskirk.
Now you have witnessed why Trollhunters completely fails at delivering a good pilot episode.
No, I haven't. The only thing I've witnessed is your terrible criticizing capabilities. Anyway, that's all for this video. Like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell so you can be notified anytime I upload a video. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!